Hello and welcome to this entry onto the Seeds playlist. And today we will be starting the BiGS line, or tonight rather. And we will be starting with their original, okay? So the BiGS is actually made by the same parent company as David. As far as I can tell, there are some slight changes. In the products themselves, taste-wise and whatnot, having looked over, because I have most of them here, it would appear that this line is their vehicle for collaborations with other companies, number one. Not on this particular product, but you will see as we move through the line. And two, it would seem that sodium levels are a little bit down. All right? Packaging-wise, the packages are different, okay? It's slightly larger than a David's package. A David's package is 5.25 net weight ounces. This is 5.35. Small difference, I know, but it is a difference. And instead of 4 seams, the bottom has 2. This is important because it allows... Now, this bag still has the vacuum going on it, which is why it's looking the way it does. It allows the package to sit upright. You can't do that with the Davids. All right? So, on the back, on the front, they are just going with fire roasted. Now, on some of the other flavors, this area here is taken up with some sort of diagram, a promotional item for whatever their cross... let me just give you an example. Their ranch, which I've switched over from David's, by the way, although I'm having to get it all shipped in, which is a bit of a pain. Their ranch is a collaboration with Hidden Valley, all right? So that's what this area is usually taken up with, whatever the collaboration company is, all right? Salted, roasted, original sunflower seeds, fire roasted in the USA. BiGS, obviously, do flavor bigger. That's their little slogan thing. You got 2 notches in the top. These bags actually rip pretty well, which is raises more questions in my mind as to why David's won't. Same parent company. Anyway, moving around to the back. There's the nutritional information. You want to pause in 3, 2, and 1. And we're moving on. So I'm going to read off the back of this for this first one because I believe these packages are all the same. So you have the slogan again, do flavor bigger. Big seeds fire roasted for a big kernel crunch and salted to perfection is coming down through the middle. They then have what they had on the front there. Then at the bottom, we don't do small. We start with big seeds, fire roast them for a big kernel crunch, and season each seed with the biggest flavors imaginable. Big, it's how we roll. Did they steal that from me? I think they did. Check out all our flavors at BiGS.com. BiGS.com is the website. Now, ingredients for this one, there isn't going to be any flavoring because the ingredients are 1, sunflower seeds, and 2, salt. And it is distributed by BiGS Corporation of Chicago, Illinois. So what they've done there is they've made a corporate entity out of this brand name, even though it's basically headquartered out of the same place. It is Conagra Brands. I know this because if you go to their website, BiGS is listed along with David on their list of brands, and they make quite a number of things. So, with that all said, why does this open up so easy? Conagra, why can you do it with this and not David's? And if the Ziploc is not engaged, as this one wasn't, it does not matter, because until you tear that, that is a sealed seam. Smells like sunflower seeds, correct. So the seeds are big. They tend to be larger than the David seeds, in shell at least. They tend to be significantly longer usually. Now, it depends on which flavor type you get. They do vary slightly, but they seem to all be larger. But unlike the Wild Dutchman, which had smaller shells but larger kernels, these kernels fall basically in line with David. All right? So that's what you're looking at. These fill up pretty high in the bags. Yeah, right off the bat, you don't get the salt bomb of David's. Kernels are along the lines of David. Now, keep in mind, when I say less salt than David's, that's not to say these are low in sodium. The sodium count for the bag, and by the way, what I showed you is for the entirety of the bag, okay? There are 2.5 servings in the bag. If you want to know the numbers for that, take the numbers that I just gave you and divide on a calculator by 2.5. The sodium for this bag is 4,750 milligrams. That's a lot of sodium. 207% of your daily, to be exact. The David product, though, is like 1,000 more than that for their regular original sunflower seeds. And some of their other flavors go up significantly higher still. So this is what I'm fine with this. In an original plain sunflower seed, less salt gives you more of a nutty seed flavor, the kernel wise. In the other flavors, because I have tried a few of the bigs now, the lower salt levels, or the lower saltiness as it's representing to you, the flavors aren't as sharp as, let's say, the David products. They're not quite as sharp. They seem at first like they're not flavored as heavily. It's your perception, okay? If you've been eating David's for a long time, it's your perception the lower salt level is making it come off as less flavor, sort of more bland. The flavor's actually there once you get used to it. And as I said, I have switched over. My go-to now is this. Instead of the David's Ranch, I like the lower salt levels. This is not, to talk trash on David, except for their horrible tears on their packaging. It's just what I prefer. Now, if you need more salt than this, then you go with the David product, obviously. One or the other is not hurting the parent company. They're both by the same parent company. I also find with the lower salt levels that I don't take as much damage on my cheek, because I have been going through some sunflower. I go through a bag of these, the ranch, a night, basically. Tell you what, these originals seem like the seeds are even bigger than normal. Now, the Best Buy date, and it is a Best Buy, on these is located underneath the barcode down there, if you can see that. Okay, so January 16th 2023. All right? So it's a year out, basically. So, all in all, these products, the ones I've tried personally, there's some flavors I don't care for. I actually prefer the barbecue of David's line, barbecue flavor-wise, more than theirs. Theirs will be coming up. But it's looking like this is going to be a good series. And I'm wishing these products were sold in stores around me, and they're really not. There's a couple big products sold at a Royal Farms near me. But like this bag at the Royal Farms would cost like close to $3 or something insane. Anyway, this has been my review of BiGS Original in the 5.35 net weight ounce bag. It is a good deal. I'd give it a thumbs up. If you would want a lower salt product, I would definitely check this out. It also should have pretty, well, with the exception of where I live, pretty wide distribution. Up to, in comparison with David's. Anyway, I do hope you are well. Do take care of yourselves. And as always, God bless.